I'm in Cape Town, South Africa, where I'll be hunting for football shirts, tons of malls, tons of sports stores, outlets, stadium visit, you name it all, will all be in this video. So without further ado, let's start hunting for football shirts in Cape Town.
Okay, let's go.
So today I'm at Victoria and Alfred Waterfront, a huge mall as well with a lot of sports stores, well, a lot, some sports stores, and I will give them a try as well, and I will let you guys know when I find something.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
So, nothing much so far. Total Sports was a bit of a disappointment. Puma did not have very nice shirts. Adidas did have some nice ones, especially the Y3 X Real Madrid top with the roses and the dragons. Very cool one, quite expensive actually. But that is a shirt I'm interested in, mainly because it is so rare and things do tend to be a little bit cheaper here than in Europe. For example, brand new shirts are 70 euros instead of 90 without any sale. So yeah, maybe if I really want that shirt, this would be the moment to buy it, but for now, yeah, I'll think about it.
One eternity later.
Good morning, and today I am going to the outlets right here in Cape Town. As you guys could see, it's quite rainy and the space between the stores at the outlets isn't covered, so I have to time my runs very, very good today. But I'm very excited. The Solly M Sports Store is there. If you haven't seen my previous football shirt hunting in Cape Town from 2 years ago, that store had some amazing football shirts, also some smaller teams, which I personally really, really like. So hopefully they won't disappoint this time. Yeah, like I said, I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's start the car and let's go to the outlets.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
So I don't know if you can see it, but there are some stains on the shirt, like right here on the shoulder. Even threads hanging from the shirt. So I decided not to go for the AC Milan shirt because, as you guys could see, there were some stains in the shirt. There were threads hanging from the shirt. There were plugs on the shirt. So yeah, I think that's the reason why there was still a large available, like the only size. So I decided not to go for it. It was still like 45-ish euros, which I think is too expensive for something you buy brand new, but is already damaged and dirty. So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate because I really did like the shirt. So if I find one in great condition, I will definitely buy it.
One hour later.
So as you guys could see, the outlet is right behind me. We have Nike, we have Adidas, we have the Solly M Sports right there. There is a Kappa outlet as well, a Puma outlet, Under Armour. Maybe they have some football shirts, some older ones. I'll just have a look. I'm very excited, so yeah, let's start hunting for football shirts in Cape Town's outlet.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So apparently this shirt is going for full price, which is quite strange for an outlet, in my opinion.
not a game, it's a rich thing.
So far not a lot of football shirts, especially Nike was very disappointing. They only had Chelsea and England for some reason. Adidas was, well, also quite disappointing because they only had United shirt and one Arsenal shirt. Puma once again had some Mamelodi Sundowns. They had this deal going on where you get buy two get one for free. So basically that's like 3 football shirts for 80 euros, which is quite a fair deal. They did have some City and some AC Milan as well. I now will be going to the Le Coq Sportif as well, because maybe they have some Stellenbosch shirts or maybe some national football shirts from South Africa, as they are sponsored by Le Coq Sportif as well. And then I'll be going to the Sully M Sports, because that was still closed when we arrived due to, I think, a lunch break or prayer. I think it was prayer because it's Friday, so I'll be going there in the end.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So, the first purchase has been made. So it's about 65 euros for a brand new shirt for this season, which is relatively cheap compared to the things we have in Europe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
look at that sneakers replica. Let's see what they have in store. I'm back home, and that means I will show you guys these shirts I picked up in this final episode of football shirt hunting in South Africa. That's right, unfortunately this is the last episode because as you guys could see, I'm back home. I think this video has the best shirts out of all of them, mainly because they're very cheap. I got a lot of them as well. I got some very rare shirts. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop onto the shirts I bought. Now, before we do that, I would like to do another Q&A on the channel. So if you guys have any questions for me about football shirts, my football shirts, collecting, anything like that, make sure you drop your questions down below in the comments and I'll make sure to answer them in a future Q&A video. Now it is really time to go onto the shirts. The first shirt I will show you guys is a shirt I picked up in the Le Coq Sportif store in the outlets we visited. You guys could have seen it already in the video, and there's a little hint behind me referring to the shirt. I'm talking about the South Africa 2023 third shirt, which is inspired by the 1998 home shirt, which you can see right behind me. I think it is a very good take on the classic shirt. They made a very nice modern version out of it, as you guys could see, with the gold and black horizontal stripes running all over the shirt, and then we do have some gray right here as well. We do have some green panels on the side, which look very nice. I think it's a better design than the black we see with the 1998 shirt, the original design, to put it that way. Like I mentioned, manufactured by Le Coq Sportif, and as you can see overlaid on your screen, we have some very cool details on the ends of the sleeves as well. Some kind of giraffe, leopard-like pattern. Yeah, when I saw this shirt, I was instantly sold. I think it's a beautiful design. Like I said, a great retake on a classic, iconic shirt, not just for South Africa, but I think in general, as a football shirt collector, you know that the shirt right behind me, or maybe the 94 shirt as well, are very iconic designs. So I think it's a great thing they did this. It makes for a very unique design. No name or number on the back, just the same pattern we saw on the front, and then we have the African continent right there in the neck as well, as you guys could see. I paid, I think, 1,000 rand for this shirt, which is about 50 euros. It makes it the most expensive purchase I did in this video, at least. But I think definitely worth it. It's an extra large. Once again, the Le Coq Sportif shirts tend to fit a bit tighter or a bit smaller. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I explained it. I usually wear a large. Now I needed to you know, go one size up, so keep that in mind when buying a football shirt from Le Coq Sportif. But yeah, very happy to add this to the collection. It's just so cool to, you know, hang them next to each other and have these like brothers in design, or maybe like father and son, something like that. I think a brilliant shirt, and I'm happy to add it to my collection. Moving on to another store I visited in the outlets. It is the Solly M Sports Store, a store I visited 2 years ago when I visited South Africa as well. There'll be a link to that video in the top right corner of your screen if you're interested. You could watch that after you finish watching this video. It is basically a store that sells football shirts but also produces them. So you could buy some templates there, and then they will edit everything for your local football or soccer, as they call it there, for your local soccer team. They also did have some rugby shirts. Almost all of them were modern, no classic shirts. There just simply is not a vintage market in South Africa, so it's very hard to find retro football shirts there. I think basically because, well, the people are quite poor. I don't think they value old things. They go for new things because, well, they really have to use it. They don't collect them necessarily. They have to wear it. And if they have to wear it for like 5 years, you could better get yourself something new instead of something old. So it's a very practical way of thinking about items of clothing and not the way we football shirts collectors think about them. That's a lot of talk to introduce the next shirt, which is, I think, inspired by a more retro shirt as well. It is this Arsenal Teamgeist shirt, released in, I think, 2021-ish, something like that. It's this beautiful wine maroon red shirt with gold details. We have a centralized Adidas badge, and then the Arsenal badge as well, with some golden stripes details running down the side of the shirts. Nothing going on the back, just the same design. I think this is a very iconic design. This template is very iconic. And I usually do not buy, these remakes. Like Adidas is right now reproducing every single famous World Cup shirt. I think that is a bad development because you could buy their reproduction or the original for like exact the same price. So I don't see why people would buy the modern one instead of the authentic classic one. But maybe that's just me not thinking. Football shirts could be a fashion item, something like that. Yeah, like I said, very cool design. I paid just 15 euros for this one. It was on sale for 300 rand, which is insanely cheap. That's also a reason I bought it. Another reason is that there is no sponsor on the front or anything printed or pressed onto the shirt, so I could wear this to training and not worry about it being damaged when I play football or when I throw it in the washing machine. But yeah, like I mentioned, just 15 euros for this shirt. An iconic template, so yeah. Just a nice addition to the collection, I think. As you guys could see in the previous video, I already got myself a Kaiser Chiefs shirt. And I think it is only fair to add a Orlando Pirates shirt to the collection as well. So we do have the big two teams from South Africa. Currently Mamelodi Sundowns are the biggest one, but the traditional big two of South Africa to the collection. So I got myself this Orlando Pirates away shirt from this season, the 23-24 season. It is a bright mint green shirt, and as you look closely, you could see the skull and bones, the Jolly Roger being imprinted in the shirt. It's just one big skull and bones on the entire front of the shirt, which is a crazy design. It's something you really need to get used to. The home shirt is a black version with the same design. That looks insane, but it was sold out everywhere. It's a very popular shirt, and I really get why, because the design is very good. So I decided to go for the away shirt. I already have an Orlando Pirates home shirt, so it's not a problem for me to add an away shirt as well. We do have the Vodacom sponsor on the front. Once again, a very famous sponsor you see with Kaiser Chiefs a lot as well. Manufactured by Adidas. No name or number on the back, just a plain mint green back, as you guys can see. And then there's something written right here in the neck as well. Like you guys can see overlaid on your screen. So I think a brilliant design. It's at least a very unique design. You have to give them credit for that. A nice addition to the collection, like I said. I paid 700 rand for this one, which is 35 euros. Once again, insanely cheap for a football shirt from this season. Yeah, I'm happy to add this to the collection. I think, once again, something new, something different, something you need to get used to, but I think that is a fun part of collecting football shirts as well. There's also always another design. There's always another crazy color combination waiting for you. So yeah, very happy to add this to the collection. Once again, yeah, great. Now moving on to another shirt, which I actually bought or got by a complete random incident. Like I mentioned, I went to the Solly M Sports store and I got myself the Orlando Pirates shirt and the Arsenal shirt right there. But I missed out on the more smaller teams, right? TS Galaxy, Bloemfontein Celtic, Cape Town City FC. All those smaller clubs you only really can buy in South Africa. They did have the smaller teams like 2 years ago when I visited them, but the guy told me they don't do that anymore. But he recommended me another store in a mall just 10 minutes away. I went to that store, None of the shirts were available there, so that was a big disappointment. Luckily that a Total Sports, so I just walked into Total Sports and there I found this shirt. It's a shirt from a club I had been looking for like my entire holiday. I really wanted a shirt from them because they are the biggest team in Cape Town. And I think their shirts are just, yeah, they're very unique in a way. So I found the shirt there for a very good price. So I was insanely happy when I found it. I'm talking about this Cape Town City FC shirt. Their away shirt from this season, the 23-24 season. Yeah, like I said, manufactured by Umbro. We have the FNB sponsor on the front, which is a bank in South Africa. And what we see a lot with Umbro is that everything is screen printed, and the same goes for this shirt. So the badge is screen printed, the Umbro logo is screen printed, the sponsor is screen printed, which is something very nice. Makes the shirts more cheap, more affordable, and safer to wash, to put it that way. We do have a plain yellow shirt, and then we do have these very cool designs on the sleeves and right here on top of the shirt as well, which give this shirt a very cool look. No name or number on the back, just Cape Town City FC written right there. I paid 700 rand for this shirt, so once again 35 euros. Again, that's very cheap. That's very nice to pay for a football shirt. And once again, I added a smaller team to the collection. I visited the Cape Town City match as well the next day, so I was very happy I found it, so I could wear this to the game and, you know, present myself as a proper supporter of the club. There is a match vlog coming to the channel. I think that will be the next video where I visit some games, multiple, in South Africa, just to compare the atmosphere, compare what it's like, compare the prices, compare the football. As a European Feyenoord fan, it was a great experience. It was so much fun to see the differences and also the similarities we share in football. So if you're curious for that video, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified whenever I upload that video. Now back to the shirt. Great shirt, very fun club, great to visit as well. So yeah, I'm very happy to add this to my collection as well. Now those were all the shirts I bought, but there's a shirt I got as well. That's because it was my birthday when we were in South Africa. Thanks very much. Thank you. So my wife decided to give me a football shirt for my birthday. And yeah, she completely hit the spot. I got this amazing Real Madrid Y3 shirt from this season. It's their 4th shirt, I think. And it is this unique Adidas Y3 collaboration. Y3 is a brand by a Japanese fashion designer, and they did collaborations with Adidas in the past. But yeah, I mean, look at the shirt. It's a beautiful black shirt with roses right here and right here. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's almost like there is smoke coming, you know, from the top and from the bottom. That's just the insane design of this shirt. We do have, I think, an autograph or some initials written right here, which is this 3D texture-like material. I don't know what it's called. It's the same material as the badge, which is this 3D-like material as well. Very, very cool. Just a beautiful design. When I saw it, I just instantly fell in love. As you guys could see, I found it in the Adidas store. Decided not to buy it because I thought it was just too expensive, right? And it was like one of our first days in Cape Town, and I thought, well, I need to save some money as well to buy shirts later on. So I decided to leave it there, but my wife, sweet as she is, decided to buy it for me for my birthday. So I of course assisted her with it, but it's completely her gift. So I'm very, very happy with it. Yeah, like you can see overlaid on your screen, it's an insane design. It is beautiful. It is really a fashion item if you put it that way. On the back, no name or number. Once again, the same rose design as we saw on the front. Yeah, I mean, it's so unique. It is so beautiful. It is a very, very crazy designed shirt. It is a very fun fact as well. It is like completely sold out in Europe. So it's a very rare and unique item to have as a football shirt collector in Europe. In Europe they were going for, I think, 180 euros, and in South Africa they were going for 125, so that is 55 euros cheaper than in Europe. So I mean, South Africa is great for hunting for more expensive football shirts as well. Like I mentioned in the video as well, like brand new shirts are 90 euros in Europe, and then I think 70 or 65 in South Africa. So if you're going there for the summer and you want to get yourself the new Arsenal, Man City, Borussia Dortmund shirts, just get them there. They're more cheaper, and if you wanted to get them anyway in the beginning of the season, why not save yourself a couple of tenners? Yeah, back to the shirt. It's beautiful. It is just it's really a piece of art. It's really a piece of art. I'm so happy to add this to my collection. I'm not a huge Real Madrid fan. I'm more of a Barcelona fan, but yeah, then again, I just like football in general, and I like football shirts in general. So, yeah, it's not an issue for me, to put it that way. Yeah, this shirt is just, it's so beautiful. It's such a unique concept. Yeah, it's really a collector's item, and that is what I like about this. It's just amazing. It's really just amazing. It is very simple, yet it is so outrageous, and just so beautiful. So yeah, very happy my wife got this for me for my birthday, and yeah, I'm just super happy and excited to add this to the collection. And that will conclude this video and this series for now. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like on the video and comment down below what you thought of my purchases and what your favorite purchase was. Once again, remember to ask me some questions down below in the comments, and I will make sure to answer them in a future video. By asking me a question, you help me out, of course, creating content, so that would be very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. For now, thanks for watching, and I wish you guys have a wonderful day, and see you guys later. Bye bye!